A buddy of mine came over last week. We sat in the kitchen, had some tea and cake. Yeah, tea. Welcome to 40s. The booze part of these conversations is in the rear view now. Ha! He finishes his cup, looks somewhere past me, and goes, "Listen, what's wrong with me? 15 years with my wife, 3 kids, place of our own, decent car, decent job. From the outside, everything's fine. But I'm not happy. I don't feel like anyone needs me. Not the kids, not her. There's no warmth. I mean, yeah, we figure out the family stuff together, we sleep in the same bed, each on his own side, each on his own phone. Then we just fall asleep. I've been drifting like that for years. What is wrong with me? What's actually happening?" I'll be honest with you, I didn't know what to say at first. So we just sat there for a minute. Then I poured him another cup and I said this.
Listen, I tell him, you're asking yourself the wrong question. Most guys, when they hit 15 years in, ask, what's wrong with us? What's wrong with the marriage? What's wrong with her? What's wrong with the fact that we don't really talk anymore, or only talk about the kids, or sit on the same couch staring at different screens? And look, I'm not saying marriages don't break. They do. Some are over by year 15, and that's a different conversation. But for most of us, and I mean most, the marriage isn't broken. You are. Not in a "you're a bad person" way. You just got lost somewhere along the road. Think about it. 15 years ago, you were somebody. A guy with his own thoughts, his own dreams, his own ideas about how this whole thing was going to go. You wanted things. You were on fire about something. What about now? Now you're a dad, a husband, the guy who pays for things, the guy who drives, the guy who handles the school principal, the guy who remembers the oil change.
You became a function. And the function works pretty well, by the way. Otherwise, you wouldn't have the job, the place, the kids. But that guy who was on fire about something, he's not in the room anymore. So you look at your wife across the table and you think, she doesn't see me. Brother, she can't see you. There's nobody there to see.
So here's the thing. As long as you're trying to fix things with her, you can't. And let me tell you why. Relationships work like this. Each person brings themselves, their whole self. And when you've got nothing to bring, when you're just standing there waiting for her to do something, waiting for her to take the first step, waiting for her to finally see you the way you want to be seen, nothing happens. Because you're standing there with empty hands, asking her for a full plate. And she, guess what? She's standing there with empty hands too, waiting for you to fill hers first. For years. So I told my buddy, and I'll tell you the same thing. Stop trying to fix the marriage. Just stop. Don't run away from it. Don't pick a fight. Don't write her a long letter about your feelings. Don't drag her to therapy. She won't go yet. She's not ready. For a little while, take your eyes off her. Not off the family, off the problem. And start doing one simple thing. Get back to that guy you used to be. Or, more honestly, start building the man you could be now.
This is where guys always ask me, okay, but how, specifically? I'll tell you what works. Worked for me, worked for my friends. 3 things. 1. Find something physical that hurts a little. Not a gym membership you'll quit in 3 weeks. Something that demands something from you. Boxing, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, cycling further than you think you can. Running if you've never run. Cold water if you've never tried it. Iron if that's your thing. Find the kind of thing where, by evening, you're tired in a good way. Not work exhausted, body tired, like you were at 20. Because your body's been a delivery truck for 15 years. It hauled you to work and back. Time to remind it it's a body.
2. Find something that's just yours. Not for the family, not for money, not a productive hobby. Something nobody else needs but you. Some guys start drawing. Some collect records. Some restore old motorcycles. Some grow tomatoes they don't even eat. Some just read history for 2 hours every night. The point is, you need a corner of your life that belongs to nobody but you. Because for 15 years, every corner became shared, or work, or kids. 3. Take a trip alone. Not with your buddies, not for work. Alone. 2 days, a weekend. Get in the car, or on the train, or buy a flight, and don't take anybody with you. You don't even have to plan it. You can just go. See what happens to your head when, for 2 days, nobody wants anything from you. Nobody asks what's for dinner. Nobody needs you to swing by the store. Nobody tells you the kid's running a fever. A lot of guys cry on that trip. That's fine. That's actually the whole point.
Now, here's the most important part, and this is where most guys get it wrong. A lot of men start doing all this stuff with one thought in their head. I'll do it, and then she'll notice me again. I'll change, and the marriage will fix itself. If you're doing it for that reason, it won't work, because she'll feel that you're performing again, just performing better this time. You went from being a function to being a boxer function, a trying harder husband function. And she doesn't want a function. She wants you. It works differently. You go to that boxing class not so she'll notice. You go because you like how your knuckles feel after. You take that solo trip because you needed the silence. You start doing something because you missed it. And somewhere along the way, this thing happens. You start liking yourself again. That's it. That's the whole mechanism. Because here's a law nobody seems to teach. The moment you start liking yourself again, everyone around you starts liking you too. Not because you're chasing them, precisely because you stopped. Your wife will feel it. Your daughter will feel it. Your coworkers will feel it. The guy at the coffee shop will feel it. You walk different. You take up space different. You stop apologizing for existing. She didn't fall in love with a function 15 years ago. She fell in love with a guy who liked his own life. You have to become him again. Not for her, for you. The marriage thing? That's the side effect.
So that's what I told my buddy at the kitchen table. He sat there for a long minute, finished his tea, then he nodded, put his jacket on, and left. He texted me 3 weeks later. One message. Started boxing. Caught myself smiling in the mirror today. Forgot what that felt like. He didn't mention his wife. That's how I knew it was working. Now, a question for you, and I want you to actually drop a comment, not just scroll past. When was the last time you caught yourself liking the man in the mirror? Not proud of him, not loving him, just liking him, wanting to spend time with him. If you can't remember, that's where you start. This week. Something small, something for him. Everything else follows. I promise you that. And if you've got a buddy who needs to hear this, send it to him. He won't ask for help. None of us do. See you next time.